I'm Lisa Williams with the Lisa Williams A-Team, and of course I'm joined here today with my partner Josh. Today we're going to talk about the April market update. You know, we usually give you a lot of information here because we're just trying to educate you about the area, but right now we are in full swing of our spring market, so we're excited to tell you about it.
All right, yep, it's Joshua Priou here with Berkshire Hathaway and Lisa Williams A-Team, and I am here to do your monthly market update. It is now May, so somewhere around May, let's say. And I'm going to be doing the April market update, and Lisa's right. I mean, we are rocking. Like, as far as our business goes, we are just run. There are so many people that are keeping us busy. Now, that might not be for, all realtors. We'd probably do a lot more activity than some others. But it just feels like it's crazy right now. Like, everybody's in the market. And if it stays like this for the next couple of months, it's just going to kill you crazy. And it probably will, right? Because it's only early May right now. And so we have June and July and August that are all very busy months for us. But people kind of got in the market early this year. And I mentioned it in previous videos that back in February, there was so many new buyers and there was very little inventory, and it really became a seller's market there. And then, of course, we had some skirmish there in the Middle East, and that's still ongoing. And anytime there's uncertainty, that's when we find that people kind of just start pausing on their big plans, right? And that's when gas prices went up and interest rates were kind of getting down below 6%, and people were getting excited about that, but we're back up to like 6.3, 6.4% right now. And that's kind of fluctuating a little bit, but again, people are still in the market. There's a lot of cash buyers, of course, out there, and there's people that are just, probably fed up with waiting to buy a house, and so they're just, going at the higher rate in hopes that they can probably do a refi or something in the next, next year or whatever the case may be when things finally get a little bit more affordable. But inventory continues to stay down, and we've listed quite a few properties in the last, let's say, month or so, but it's still on the low end. Now we have less buyers, so it's the competition's kind of slowed down a little bit, but it is definitely a crazy wild market here in Carson City and all of northern Nevada right now. But a few things to note on the old market update here. Our median home price is at $535,000 right now. Now, this is just the Carson City area, which is actually up over since last year about this time by 3%. So our value's gone up a little bit in about a year, but it's actually down this month when it is from last month, about 2%. So closed sales for the month of April actually equaled the same amount in March. So the activity kind of remained about the same as it was from the previous month. But that's down year over year. In the month of April last year, we had 10% more closed sales. So that number is coming down a little bit. Our median days to contract has dropped like crazy, like right off the charts, because all of a sudden people are just, as soon as a new listing comes on the market, the people are just flocking to it, and we're getting multiple offer situations and stuff because we just don't have the inventory. Like I said, we've had a few listings recently. I had one in a 55 plus year. It wasn't expensive, but super nice house for about $450,000. I was in contract on the third day. I had offers by the second day, so that's crazy. 2 days after I listed it. But I also put on a $1.1 million home just south of Carson City here at the north end of Minden. And you'd think that thing would sit around for a little while. Fourth day, we were in contract on that place. So they are jumping off the shelves. So the days to contract has dropped significantly. But new listings is actually up, which is great. If we just compare from March to April, we have 60 new listings in the month of April, which is wonderful. That's about 13% higher than the previous month. So people are getting their houses onto the market right now. I expect to see a whole heck of a lot more in the month of May, maybe even into June once the kids are getting out of school. So that's usually our market is May and June when we see a lot of new listings hitting in. We're actually up month over month. Well, I just told you that there's more new listings, but active inventory for the month of April was up about 4%. So actual houses that are on the market has gone up since March. So a little bit more activity, a little bit newer listings, a little bit more listings, a little bit more inventory, but plenty of buyers. And so there's a lot of activity right now. I would still say it's probably a seller's market right now, because if you put your home on the market, you have a lot of people interested in it right away, and you're going to get a lot of showings. Now, if we look at year over year, I kind of mentioned this a little bit already. If we just look at closed sales for the month of April, we are way down. And so we're slow for the month of April compared to last year at the same time by 14%. So even though there's more inventory getting onto the market, we're still slow from last year. I think that's going to pick up, but this time of year is really kind of iffy. And then with everything going on in the world and that uncertainty thing, things are going to be kind of touch and go for a little bit right now. We are slower, no question about it. Even though, and I keep saying how busy we are, me and Lisa are running around like nuts, but the market in itself is slower right now than it was from last year. And the median days to contract, I was just talking about all that, how things are jumping off the shelves this month. Last year, at this time, year to date, it was actually faster. There was even, faster median days to contract. So that's a little surprising to me. I would expect right now, the way things are going, that last year about this time, we were still very low on inventory. So that may be the deciding factor there. So we are way down year over year for new listings. So about 10% down from last year. So, even though we have a bunch of new listings and we're doing better than March, there's still not as many as there was last year. And again, this is interest rates, this is war in Iran, all these different things are kind of slowing things down. So, I hope that information is helpful.
All right, everyone, thank you for watching our video today. If you found it helpful, please like, comment. We love your comments. We will answer every single comment. You don't have to be moving here. Just ask any question that we might could help you with. And give us a thumbs up, because we enjoy doing this for you.